Apparently, your lives are all pretty empty without me, so let's fix that. Today is all about a term that you're probably pretty familiar with already, especially if you've bought a car already in the past, and that's trading in a vehicle. You'll particularly have heard this term if you have a friend who loves to brag about how they just got the latest model year off X uninteresting vehicle, and don't be one of those people. But what is trading in a vehicle? Trading in a vehicle is conceptually pretty simple. What you do is you go to a dealership to buy a new vehicle, and they'll take your old one as partial payment towards the new one. So they'll pay you basically an amount to take the old one off your hands. Makes sense, it's convenient, a lot of people go for that option purely as a result of the convenience. But there are a couple good reasons why you shouldn't do that. Let's start by understanding what happens to these traded in vehicles. Once you've traded it in, that dealer is going to turn around and try and make an additional profit on that unit. They're not just going to let it sit. Obviously, not a great decoration piece. So they're going to do this in one of two ways. If it's a car that doesn't have a ton of value or something that the dealer doesn't really see as selling very quickly or profitably, they're going to turn around and take it to an auction. And their goal in that case would just be to get more than whatever they paid you for the car. On the other hand, if it is a vehicle that the dealer actually wants and they want to sell it as a used vehicle and they want to add it to their inventory, then what they're going to do is take it in, they're going to do some turnaround work to it, polish the paint, clean the interior, fix any small mechanical issues here and there, and they're going to list it as a used vehicle and sell it with an additional margin. Now, it's safe to assume, if you understand the basic math of what's going on here, that a dealer is going to want to sell this vehicle, whether it's through their own inventory or through an auction. They're going to want to sell it at market value or above. As a result, they're going to carve out a certain percentage for their margin, and they're going to pay you less by that amount. In other words, you're going to be getting paid less than the fair market value for your vehicle. That's really the cost of convenience. And that's really the main reason that you wouldn't want to trade in a vehicle, and at least I don't recommend it. Because on any car you trade in, you're losing 10 to 20% at least on whatever the value of that vehicle is. And depending on what it is, that could be anywhere from $500 to $5,000 or more. So really you're leaving a lot of money on the table, and that money can be better put towards your new purchase. While we're talking about this, I want to make sure you don't fall for a common trick, which is when a dealer says or advertises that they're going to give you a higher value on your trade-in. They're going to give you a great deal on the car they're taking off your hands. That 9 times out of 10 is complete. Yeah. There's really no such thing as getting a better value on a trade-in, because usually what a dealer is going to be doing is they're going to inflate the value of the trade-in, and they're going to show you that they're paying you X amount more for your trade-in vehicle. But they're going to go ahead and add that money, the additional money they paid you, they're going to add it to the sticker price of your new one, or build it into the financing if you're getting financed. They will find a way to take that difference in trade-in value back from you. So you're never really getting a better deal on that, better than whatever market value is. It's simply not possible. So really, what I'm recommending is, if you can, and if you're reasonably able to do so, sell your own car. Yes, maybe it takes a little bit of effort, and I fully understand if you want to avoid that effort, but think about it. Half a day's worth of work, maybe a few hours beyond that, and you can make hundreds or thousands of dollars back, and that could be quite significant if you're purchasing a new car, especially considering your new car is going to depreciate pretty rapidly, about 30 to 50% within the first year of purchase. So definitely keep in mind it's a good way to recoup some expenses. And beyond, the obvious financial benefit of selling your own car instead of doing a trade-in through the dealership, There's the additional benefit of teething problems. New cars don't always work perfectly out of the box. There are often issues. I know I've experienced that. So, for that purpose, it might be beneficial to buy the new car and hang on to the old one for a few weeks, and just in case you have any teething issues and the new car needs to go back for work at the dealership. So, there's another benefit there. Hopefully, between the two of those, you figure out a way to get, the best value for money out of your old vehicle and also from the new one you're buying. And if the convenience of trading it in is still worth it to you, then just make sure that's an educated, conscious financial decision that you're making. Enjoy.